Hello guys, so today what? Hello guys, today, okay camera, hold up. So today, I've interviewed a person, who is an OFW, I technically didn't do it today, it was technically a few days because this is a recorded, presentation for my class. So, what this interview is basically about, it's about questions related to being an OFW. So, the reason why they wanted to be an OFW, how did they get there, and those other stuff. So yeah, I hope after this interview you probably know the reason why your parents became an OFW. So without further ado, roll the clip, please.
My name is Ariel Senyoran, and I am currently staying and working here in Vietnam. I've been here for almost 5 years.
It's nice to meet you. So I have questions here to ask related to being an OFW.
Mm-hmm.
So, you mentioned earlier. Okay, so I want to ask where are you working?
Okay, I'm currently working as an English teacher for public schools here in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam.
Oh, so
So
you're
currently I'm handling seven public schools. So every day I go to different public schools to teach English for grade 1 to grade 5 students.
so your job is a teacher. Nice. It's nice.
Yes.
What is one thing that you like and dislike about your job, your current job?
One thing I like about my job is I'm able to meet different kinds of students, students who are studious, students that don't listen to their teachers. It's different demographics, it's different personalities that you have. Actually, it's a challenge for me because sometimes the students doesn't listen to me, or sometimes the students are very attentively listening to me. So it's very dynamic, and at the same time, it's quite challenging job actually, because prior to this, I've been working in a different field. So I'm working as before as an account director for digital marketing agency in
Mm,
Vietnam.
okay, that's nice. How many years have you been working as an OFW again?
Currently, it will be, to be exact, it's like 4 years and 9 months. 4 years and 9 months.
As an exact date you told us.
Exact date. Exact date I started working here, because I went here July 31st, and I started working here, I think it was September. Yeah, if I remember
Mm,
it right, it was like September.
okay, nice. What is the reason why you wanted to work abroad and not in the Philippines?
Well, firstly, the reason why I left the Philippines is because I felt that I wanted to try something new. That's the first reason. I wanted to try something new. I was like 30. I'm How old am I now? I'm 38. I'm like 33 years old back then. And back then it was like I wanted to try a different adventure for me. So that's why I applied for, or I tried to work here in Vietnam, or be an OFW. And second also is the salary. The salary of working abroad is higher compared in the Philippines. So I mean, technically it's no brainer. You will go ahead and grab it, even if it means leaving your family behind, because of the high salary that you're getting if you'll be working abroad. So third, the reason why I went to or I wanted to be an OFW is because I wanted to start a new life in a different country because I felt that my life in the Philippines was really stagnant. It's like routinary. So
Mm,
I just want to
okay.
step out of my comfort zone to see and feel how it feels like to be working abroad and being away from your family.
And are you enjoying it working abroad?
I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it, but at the same time, it's kind of lonely at times. It's kind of lonely at times. Like let's say, for example, there are some celebrations in the family that's happening in the Philippines, and you're not there physically to celebrate it with them. So it's kind of I kind of feel sad. I kind of feel sad, but at the same time, the my life now is here in Vietnam, so I have to stick to it. I have to be tough. I have to be tough for myself because I am alone here in Vietnam, and I mean, if I will not be strong for myself, then who else will do it for me, right?
So next question is, how long do you intend to work abroad, and
How
why?
long do I intend to work? Where actually, I was thinking about that. I was thinking about it for like a month ago. I was like thinking maybe 3 more years or maybe another 5 years. And then once I have sufficient savings, then I will go back to the Philippines and maybe start a business, or maybe I'll put up a business in the Philippines and probably I'll be going somewhere else. Let's say, for example, I'll go to Europe or I go to US. It really depends. It really depends. I mean, we don't. I don't have the specific plans yet, but definitely maybe 3 to 5 years more.
Okay. So, business, probably a business soon, sooner or later.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Do you prepare for your return to the Philippines, or like coming back for good?
Well, firstly, of course, I need to have a savings when I go back to the Philippines. I mean, I don't want to get home or get back to the Philippines empty-handed. So as much as possible, I'm saving up money so that when I go back to the Philippines, I mean, it's not bad to splurge at some point because I've worked hard for it. But of course, I need to save the money in order for me to put up the business that I want to.
Oh, okay, okay. How did your family spend the remittance that you gave them, or the money that you sent to them? What do they do with it?
Well, usually it's just my mom whom I send money to, but usually the money that I send to her, she just pay her bills, or if ever, let's say, for example, for her allowance, sometimes she wants to do some stuff and she needs money for it, so that's why I send her money. But generally speaking, I really don't send. Let's say, for example, I really don't send 10,000 in a month, 10,000 pesos in a month. It's not like monthly. Whatever it is that my mom or your Lola wants me to send her, then I'll send it to her. That's
Mm.
what I do.
So you're like the one who, you're the funder of Lola. Sort of.
Yes, yes. Well, not really because your dad is helping
Yep.
helping me as well. So there. So I send money to your Lola and sometimes to your Lolo as well.
Okay, I know it's a bit funny, but do you think they would, when you come back home to the Philippines, you think they would expect a pasalubong from you?
Of course, definitely they will expect a puzzle. But then again, I mean, as what your dad said to me, for as long as you are capable of bringing them pasalubong, then go ahead and do it. But if it's way out of your budget, then don't do it.
Oh, okay, so it's up to you.
if you want to give them pasalubong or not.
Yeah, of course, of course. Because if, let's say, for example, most probably when I come back to the Philippines, I'll just allot a portion of my money for pasalubong, and then that's it. I won't overdo it.
Okay. So yeah, budget cap. Let's say budget
Yep.
cap.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Maybe $100.
Okay. What does your family do when you come home?
Most probably your lola, your aunts will most probably bring me to restaurants, pay for the food, or maybe go out of town, maybe go on a beach or go rent a swimming pool. I don't know.
Oh,
But
okay.
I mean that's what I really wanted to do since I haven't been home in the Philippines for like 5 years now.
And of course, you miss the Philippines, of course. Since
Of course, definitely. I if only in a flick of a finger I can go back to the Philippines, I would love that.
yep, magic.
Yep,
Okay.
true.
So one final question. What? Let's say someone wants to work abroad. What piece of advice would you give them?
The advice that I will give them is for them to have a strong core, strong personality. They need to really have this because going abroad is like you stepping out of your comfort zone because your comfort zone is the Philippines. And when you go abroad, it's a different culture, it's a different language. I mean, here in Vietnam, not all people can speak English. So
Yes.
there's the language barrier. They have these traditions, they have this what you call this? They have
Rules.
these personalities that is not really like in the Philippines. So for as long as you have the tough personality, you can go ahead and survive it. But I mean, going abroad or living abroad or working abroad per se is not for the faint of heart. If you're weak, if you feel weak personally, if you feel that you will not succeed abroad, then don't do it. Don't push it.
So don't
I
force
mean,
yourself. Force yourself
like,
working.
exactly. Because working abroad, I mean, if I remember it right, the first year that I have been here, it was like I'm in shock. I'm in awe of everything, and there were times before that I wanted to go back to the Philippines because I was like saying maybe working abroad is not really for me. But at the
Mm,
back of my mind, I went here. I stepped out of my comfort zone. I am an adventurous type of person, so I have to stick with my decision. So I stayed here. I the homesick. You will feel that for like 6 months, 3 to 6 months. You will feel the homesickness, but nevertheless, you have to overcome it because it's for your own good. And as what I've mentioned, I don't have you guys. I don't have my family here, so it's only me who's supporting myself. So I really have to be tough for myself. So that's why going abroad, you need to really be brave. You need to really be brave.
okay. Thank you so much for during this interview.
Okay, so that is it for the interview for the person that I asked about being an OFW. Now I have two questions myself that I'm gonna answer, but I've decided to do a voiceover, so to not keep you guys bored, I'll play me playing some games in the background. So the first question is, would you like to work overseas or be an OFW in the future? My answer to that is yes. Why? Well, the first reason is the salary. I want to be able to earn a lot of money abroad, and I will use that money that I make in abroad, obviously, to start my own business. Second of all, I want to be able to support my family in the future. I want them to live nicely, and I want to send my kids to a good school in the future. And lastly, I want to try something new. Like what my Tito said earlier, he wanted to try something new. Which, yes, you have to step out of your comfort zone, but in the end, if you put in the effort and by trusting and obeying God, it will be worth it. I want to be able to use my skills in my future job or business. Because why not? That's the skill that God has given you. And the final question here is what preparations are needed for you to qualify for work abroad? Okay, I have to break this down in specific categories, but first of all, in terms of knowledge, personally, getting a bachelor's degree or any college degree, well, yeah, bachelor's degree is considered a college degree, so why did I complicate things there? Is so your bachelor's degree is one very important requirement that you need to have. Most, if not all, companies need this. Make sure to get this because without it, you can't get a good job without it. Now, you may know some people that didn't graduate college but did get a good job, but probably because of their skills. But still, it is you should get your bachelor's degree to get your dream job or something. In terms of character related, I should for those who are planning to work abroad should be willing to take the risk of leaving your friends and family behind to work abroad. You should be willing to step out of your comfort zone if you want to try and to live a better life. It might be hard at first, but you'll get used to it. And the last is the most important, and it is to trust and obey God. Because let's face it, without God, your dream of working abroad won't happen. I am not saying that it is not possible. It is certainly 100% possible. But the Lord always has something in plan. Maybe you'll be getting more than what you ask for if you trust and obey Him. Because anything, I mean anything, and truly anything is possible through God. And yeah, that wraps up the final part of this video. And I hope you learned something new. And yeah, that's all for today. And peace.